Hey, hey. So I came to realize that first of all, so I came to realize that when you are going through our TikToks or when having our lives, I've realized that there are so many people who are just now stumbling on the term spirituality. Like this is the first time they're even hearing of the term spirituality. So you're talking or you're having a conversation and then someone will innocently interact. So what is spirituality? Nimekuwa nikisikia spirituality. So I realized that there are even some people who are waking up, but they don't even think that that waking up for them is them becoming spiritual. They don't even know that that is what it means when you talk of spirituality, aka individuality. So what is spirituality? So spirituality is I would say involves you recognizing that something is greater than you, or that there's something outside of you, or there's something external that is influencing you. So you look at what influences you, you look at what impacts you, and now you start questioning yourself, could there be something more than just existence? Okay, so now you start going even deeper. You are questioning now. You're not just absorbing everything that is coming your way, you are looking at the experiences. Okay, you're not just relying on your sensory organs, you're not just relying on the touch or the smell or what you hear. Okay, you're not just relying on what you see or what you hear. So you are paying attention to the behind the scenes. Okay, you want to know deeper. You're trying to give or get more reasoning and meaning to things. You're trying to add more reasoning or meanings to the things. You're trying to find the behind the veil. You're trying to see, so what is hidden, what could it be, because everything is like that but it's not like. So now you are questioning everything, and this is what we say are some of the signs of someone who's getting awakened, is when they are trying now to go deeper. They are trying to question everything on a deeper level. Okay, and the only time you get to this point is when you start to look at your surroundings. Okay, your whole surroundings. So you're looking at the creation as a whole, you're looking at the sequences, you're looking at the numbers. Okay, you're looking at the patterns, you're looking at the weather now, you're looking at the shifts, the changes. Okay, you are noticing the shifts, the changes. So it's not what they tell you, it's what you are noticing. Okay, so you're becoming more aware of the things that surround you. You no longer believe in your stories. You know there's something that happened beyond what you know or what you've been told. Okay, so now when you get to that point, and maybe I can give myself as as an example. So I remember how I started. So one day I was going to the gym, and at this time I was really buff and I was working out. So one day I went to the gym and I was taking a cold shower in the gym. It's a public gym. So as I was taking the cold shower, that's when something happened. Like when the cold water hit me, when I was taking the cold shower, when the cold water hit me, it was like a bolt of lightning. Like something hit me. Immediately the water hit me. I felt like an electric shock, and then it was like immediately I was out of the shower because I didn't even finish taking a shower. So halfway, I took the towel, dried myself, packed my gym bag, and I came out of the gym. And the moment I stepped out of the gym, I was changed. I stepped out of the gym, and everything had changed. The cars were no longer the cars that I knew for what they were. Like the road, everything had shifted. Like it was like having. I hear people talking about trips, but it was that kind of thing. All of a sudden, it's like I'd gone through an eye of something, and immediately I started questioning everything, even going to the gym. Okay, but in a positive way. I started looking at things in a different way and understanding. Wait a minute, if we have a body that's supposed to maintain peace, how comes even with the body in place, with the big budget, we can still have people fighting, and they have to wait to get in there. They have to be vetoed. Some countries have to come talk to discuss whether to send this to go and help. But this is saying it's an united thing. So still, but it cannot move unless. So a lot of things. So that is an example of how um, it happened. So for the people who are like new to this, all I can say is to offer you like some tips. You can do what you call meditation. Like you can learn to empty your minds. Start learning to empty your minds of, or you wean yourself from the stimulation that is coming, that is external. We have too many things that give you external stimulation: TV, entertainment, music. So you kind of like limit. You need to change your filter. You have to start filtering this thing so that you can be in a state of being, your state of being. And when in that state of being, when you're not receiving, then your mind, your state of mind, can be in a position of going out instead of receiving. So now you're going out, so you are more out there, so you are more expanded. Even the way you are connecting to the things around you is in a more expanded way, because you're not responding out of receiving. So you are more pure, you are more raw, you are more, and it's raw that cannot be seen as raw, since you're doing it out of God's ways. So it's based on pureness, you wanting to be one of a kind. Okay, so you can do things like meditation. You can identify what feels good for you. So look for something that works for you. Spirituality is broad. We even have people who are in religion and they are practicing spirituality. So it's a broad subject. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. However, go with something that resonates with you. Don't go with something that is handed down information. Don't go down with something that has been preached to you, has been given to you. No, go first within yourself, have interpretations on how things work around you without any external. Even if you know this is a pen, okay, it's a pen, you know it's a pen, it's right now. Go to a state of mind where you don't know what that pen looks like. So go to a state of mind and think, why would someone create a pen? Who was the first mind that created a pen? So they created a pen to write with. They needed something to write. Okay, but think, where was their mind for them to decide we need to scribble something down, aka spell something down, for them to decide we need to put something into the physical. Think of where their mind was in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. Like, where did they come up with that thought? Like, what state of being do you need to be to have a thought to inscribe things and mark things? Okay, what state of feeling would you be? Like, how would you be feeling for you to create something whereby you need something to be scribbled down, to be written, to be put into a text, a scroll, a script to be read? And who created the language? So who came up with the mind of even creating a language, and how is a language created? Since we know language is created out of the hieroglyphics, so which hieroglyphics, okay, as above so below, so which hieroglyphics, aka what interpretations did they come up with based on what they were seeing in the sky? And those interpretations became the scrolls, the scripts, the language, the literature, that which is written. So you have to go to this state of mind, like, what kind of a mind would someone be to go into a space and interpret hieroglyphics? Whose hieroglyphics? So whose imagination was that? So who came up with that? That when you look into the sky and you see the clouds, that those are clouds, and this is how it happens. So when you go to that state, from that position now, you're on the same league as the creators of, or the creators of that language, or those hieroglyphics, or those interpretations. So you're on the same level, okay? You're on the same level of awareness. So now you can be able to look, oh, for someone to think like this, since it's something you can remember, then their state of mind or their mind has to be in this position so that they can do this rulership, or so that they can do this taking over, or so that they can do this. So now you understand, oh, wait a minute. So these are state of minds, these are state of beings. So these are beings, these are entities or deities which have been in these bodies to come up with that. And since you can see like them, then you can look back and realize how they use everything, how the people build the world for them, how the people maintain their systems for them through their governments, how the people maintain or uphold those virtues and principles that these minds, these deities, these mentalities, they are using to control the world and where they are. So when you get to that point, okay, now you can decide, okay, so this is what is happening. So now by default, okay, you are like them somehow. And now maybe you can build like them now. Now you can decide how to build, okay? Now you can see how they are building. And though your building may take longer since you are doing it alone, but for them they do it in what you call teamwork. Though your dream may take longer, you can still do it. It may take 1,000 years, but you can still do it. Esoterically speaking, it may take even a shorter time depending on the energy that you give it, because maybe you are even you are more powerful spirit than them, and you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't see their tricks. The fact that you can see their tricks tells you that their magic is weak, that you are stronger than them. Okay? So maybe your manifestation will even come even more quicker than their manifestations. All you need is to have your faith, belief, and your imagination, and maybe the fruit of your labors can ripen up even faster than them. But for them, they have soul groups. And since God is not a respecter of single being, God respects groups, religions, entities, legions, kiama, groups of people. Okay? Now you look for your kind, okay? Look for your type, you come together and you create that spiritual group. And shout out to Flight Boost, he calls this the soul group. And shout out to the subconscious community. So that is how you realize, or that is how you come to the realization of you becoming aware. So I think I broke it down. Basically, that is an introduction concept on spirituality, from how you start questioning things around you, um, you realizing that there's something greater than you, and now you're realizing that in the whole creation, that you are divine, and now finding your spot, and out of that spot that you find, you create your own spark, aka your own light, and now teamwork makes the dream work. Now, as we are all ascending, aka expanding, we are growing together. We are able to change the world by being able to see the lies together with one eye. Na nĩ thayũ kuma gĩtina kĩa ngoro yakwa, left right left and wherever and, whichever directions. Ngacokia ngatho nyingĩ mũno. Thank you for coming to the live. Shout out to everyone in the live. Shout out to everyone who's watching. Ũcio nĩ Njega wa Mũthaka, Mũmbũi wa Mbarĩ ya Mbu, ngĩkwĩra you have a beautiful Monday afternoon. Na nĩ thayũ.